Oh, welcome to Too Much Coffee with Shaun. Today's episode, I'm going to be discussing yes and no on question whatever ads, and I'll also be discussing The Walking Dead a little bit. A little Walking Dead talk. That's a little walker. See that? A little walking. A little walking. Zombie fingers. First and foremost, I was watching TV this morning, and there's a lot of these vote yes on question 3 to legalize, toothpicks to be used in sandwiches to hold them together. And there's for and against, Shaun O'Connor wants toothpicks to be in your sandwiches. But what if you bite in and it destroys the roof of your mouth? Just stupid stuff like that. But there was one that caught my eye this morning. My eye. I sound like I'm in the Navy. And I'm going to play it here. So this is like a new visual element. So here we go. Let's get started. So, all right, just stop it real quick. So this is for some Massachusetts proposal to allow marijuana to be marijuana dispensaries, basically. So here we have this nice family consisting of this lovely woman and her daughter, and they're passing the Fox Plaza. And the stores at the Fox Plaza are the medical marijuana, so that's the only marijuana store in that particular plaza. So let's progress. Let's see. Oh, little girl's looking out the window. Oh, there's Weed World. Yeah, everybody knows Weed World, right? It's down across from the video store, as is also in the Fox Plaza. But look how innocent, right? She's just out looking for ponies or unicorns, and she's looking at Weed World. What is that, Mommy? Continuing along. Herbalife. Oh, now we see the first sign. Like, this woman looks like she's in a prison of her own. Well, not her making, because she voted no on question. I got to get the name on this particular question. But she's at this prison in this area. She just wants to raise her kid, and you'll see in a minute she's taking her kid to the tot shop. So the tot shop is, as we will see, she's pulling in. The tot box is located right next to the new cannabis emporium. Like, could they have placed that in a more inappropriate place? The tot box, you put the marijuana dispensary next to the tot box. What a nightmare for this poor woman, right? So they pull in. Oh! Dejected. Look at this. Another cannabis sign behind her. These places are popping up like Dunkin' Donuts. Don't they spread them out a little? But she is just horrified. Look at this. Oh, no. And look at the daughter in the back seat. Mom, what's next to the tot box? What is that? Oh, yeah. So the little girl has now gotten out of her car, her seat, or wherever, her booster seat, and she's run ahead of Mom, who's getting out her purse and stuff before they go into the tot box. And look, what is this? It's like some type of marijuana smoking device, some edibles. This is like every parent's nightmare. And they didn't even clean their window. Look at that. It's disgusting. That's what they do. Oh, we had a cut there, and that was a sloppy cut. Okay. All right, there's this big glass canisters of marijuana, edibles. Oh, what is this store? I can't tell by the giant pot leaf outside. What is going on? We need to get you away from here. So ridiculous. Now she's giving her like a speech. What's that say? High potency, 20% off new edibles. Oh yeah, because we all know edibles are super cheap. Wait, what's up with that? Why is the top boxes open Sundays? Okay, all right, they have to compete with the cannabis emporium. Okay, so she's like, all right, we're in this pot fuel surge in drug driving deaths. Okay, I'll have to take your word for that. But now we are in this dystopia, and we're looking around for some source of we're surrounded by marijuana shops, which is what's going to happen here. There goes a police car chasing after a pothead. Oh, where are we? Look at this. Over at the Cannabis Hut, which is, what is that building over there? I don't even know. So it looks like a dry cleaner. Probably, and then the one is in the middle is abandoned because of the rampant marijuana that's been taking over the plague of the nation. Look at these. What's this? Oh, that's okay. All right, great, fantastic little note there. Look at the smoke coming out of that guy's mouth. Right? It looks like his face is on fire. It looks like he looks like a I didn't want to say that. I was going to go negative there, but anyway. These teens are aimless, right? They've clearly lost all motivation. And walking down the street just smoking. Oh! And some gentleman comes out, right? Just a gentleman, right? He looks like he just did his grocery shopping at the pot store. What is in that bag? Did he go in and get 8 pounds of marijuana? And he's eating them as he comes out? Here it comes. Here's the mom. Pay for the campaign for a safe and healthy Massachusetts. Okay? Healthcare Foundation. All right, well, that's relevant. You could probably find that. But what are you doing here? Vote no on 4 because what did he buy in there? He came out with a friggin' grocery bag full of pot. You know, we could possibly afford that. Topic number 2 is The Walking Dead. Spoilers are existing from here on out. So if you haven't seen the episode yet, please don't watch. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's to bet that the people that were there are never going to be able to play Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo? Like when they have kids after the zombie apocalypse is over and someone says Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, it's flashback. That was the scariest game of Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo that's ever existed. And Abraham didn't win. The redhead, the one representative redhead, does not carry on. His face was bashed in. The back of his head was bashed in. And then later in the episode, sweet innocent Glenn sitting there like, okay. That this look on his face like, so we got the baseball bat bashing out of the way. You said you're going to kill one of us, so can we go back to, going to get you some food or whatever we got to do here? Just kind of looking around, like, all right, well, let's wrapping these things up. It's getting late. The sun's going to be coming up in a little bit. And then just out of the blue, Negan bashes him over the friggin' head with a baseball bat, with Lucille or whatever her name is. That was brutal, man. Glenn's eye popping out. Like, I realize these people are just fictional characters, but I was on the verge of crying. I found myself after the episode looking at pictures of my kids. Like, it was horrifying. I've been invested with that guy since I started watching that show in 2011, I think it was. And now he's gone. He got, not just gone, he got bashed, his head bashed in front of Maggie. And he was alive for like a minute and a half. He was like, Maggie, I'll find you. Like with half of his head caved in. It was horrifying. That show was always, there was always like a sense of that good would win out. And eventually good is gonna win out. But I don't know how you couldn't watch that and not have a sense of hopelessness. It was just horrible. Look, I couldn't go to bed after watching that. I had to watch, what's that show? Haters Back Off. Has anyone seen Miranda Sings before? She showed up on Reddit the other day, and I watched it, and I was like, this is not funny. So I kind of watched it on Netflix as a goof. It was hilarious. It was as the guy from, what's that show? Eastbound and Down. Steve, forget his name. He is the funniest person. Anyway, if you have a chance to watch that show, I recommend it. But it's an acquired taste. I acquired it quickly, but it was really funny. It was really funny. That's about all I have. I don't want to go 15 minutes if I don't have a lot. There's not a lot going on. Just that, boy, The Walking Dead was a real downer. There's no way. Even after watching the show and laughing, not The Walking Dead, the Miranda Sing show, I still had this like horrible feeling. I was just like, oh, that was the worst. It wasn't a good use of an hour of anxiety and It's a real downer. Luckily, we'll get a real pick-me-up on November 8th when Hillary Clinton will be president, though. Looking forward to that. Maybe there'll be a zombie apocalypse. I still wish like somebody would swoop in. Somebody honorable. And I'll bring Mitt Romney back. Anybody. Oh well. That's it. That's all I got. 11 minutes, 12 minutes. A couple beers, no beers. All right. See you later.